Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. And as your wise man, I'm here to bestow upon you the wisdom that you're listening to Punks Talk Wrestling.
1, 2, 3, 4. Bienvenidos a Punks Talk Wrestling. En este episodio nos dirigimos a Capotes Calquilda de México y descubrimos que países forman parte de Latinoamérica mientras hablamos de todo lo sucedido en AAA Worldwide Triplemania XXXIII. Soy A.W. Helbon, el príncipe del rock de PA. Saludos Cite de Filadelfia. Y soy la mitad de The Clown, que es la mitad de tus presidentes del podcast de Perden Interuniverso de Punks Talk Wrestling del mundo. Ahora, entonces y para siempre, a la mi lado, entre quintesas miles de distancia en Londres, Inglaterra. Él es mi cómplice de podcast de Perez. Él es el otro mitad de The Clown. ¿Cuál es el otro mitad del podcast de Punks Talk Wrestling? Podcast de Perez Interuniverso, presentadores campeones del mundo, Mr. Did You Know, Sir King of Reels, el elocuente imbécil, CJ Newman!
Incredible. Sabiasque, also known as Did You Know? That was incredible. Best intro we've ever had. Good lord. Did you know that the AAA Mega Championship has only been around since 2007, even though the company's been around since that fact up before
1904. Oh,
1992.
Okay.
So basically, the AAA Mega Championship is a unification of 4 heavyweight championships from 4 wrestling companies.
Of course it is.
Yeah, of course it is. A combination of the International Wrestling Council World Heavyweight Champ, the Grand Prix Championship Wrestling Super X Monster Championship, the Mexican National Heavyweight Championship, and the Universal Wrestling Association Light Heavyweight Championship. They unified them all in an 8-man tournament that also included Kenzo Suzuki. And crowned your first ever AAA Mega Champion, which I'm not going to tell you who that is, because I think one day we'll do the history of the AAA Mega Championship. It won't be a long one, so we'll leave that there. But
okay,
how about that?
Just keep your secrets then.
Yeah, we'll keep this. Or you can just Google it yourself. I mean,
you
it's
could
all
yeah,
out
you
there.
could. You know what? It's not our responsibility to tell everyone everything. You
exactly.
You got to do
some
some
your
of
own damn research.
Yeah, exactly. Do your own research.
I've
your
given
own
you
research.
The world 82 Did You Knows, including multiple Did You bonuses. So
that's right.
I've given the world so many facts over the last 2 years.
That is true. And I was just looking it up. It looks like AAA does not have any connection to the NWA. As I can,
no,
as,
I don't
as
believe
I
it.
can see.
I bet you any fucking money it does somehow though.
There's got to be. There's got to be some
somehow.
crossover at some point.
Yeah, has to be. They seem to have crossed over with every fucker else, so I'm sure they have.
I'm just gonna do a search for NWA on the AAA page. Oh, there's one. There is. Oh wait, no, it's just part of a series on professional wrestling that just links to NWA as a list of professional wrestlings.
Here we go though. The world is a vampire. This is shit you not, because obviously, what's the guy that owns NWA now? What's his name?
Billy Corgan.
He did
From
an event.
Smashing Pumpkins.
He did an event in 2003 called NWA versus AAA. He called the event "The World Is a Vampire."
Yes, he did. And so now
what
we
a
have to
dude.
go. We have to watch this. We have to find
We have
this.
to
and we have to watch
somehow
this.
find that shit, right? Psycho Clown's on there. That's great.
Is he? Yeah. Look at that.
yeah.
Commander and
It's Trevor
Octagon Jr.
Murdoch as
versus
well.
Jose. No shit. Sal the Pal is in this. I don't know who that is.
Vampiro as well. Shit, fucking Vampiro.
Damn.
All right, but I don't know how we're gonna find that match, that event, but we'll
Well,
try
there.
to.
I'm sure. Well, it's probably on YouTube. It's probably on the NW wherever the NWA is, which is
shit,
probably on their
yeah,
NWA
you're right.
YouTube channel.
Yeah, we'll find that
That's
shit.
that's one. Okay, so there is some connection. So NWA has had events with AAA, but AAA was never a part of the NWA.
Yeah. Oh, I found it. It's on YouTube. The full event maybe isn't, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4 matches on their YouTube. Oh, here's part 2. The whole thing's on here.
Oh, there
The
you
whole
go.
thing's here.
All right.
Yep. It's like a 2-hour event. All right, cool.
Nice.
Well, that's something.
All right.
But for now, how's about we talk about AAA Triplemania 33?
See.
I'll
Give us
give you
the
a little
rundown.
rundown. As you said, August 16th, 2025, at the in the city of Azcapotzalco.
Azcapotzalco.
Azcapotzalco. I'm gonna.
Azcapotzalco.
Yeah, Azcapotzalco sounds right.
Azcapotzalco.
Otherwise, it's in Mexico City. That's where it is. At the
Mexico
Arena CDMX. There's actually the 47th Triplemania. But,
not
but-
DMX. Arena
Oh
CDMX.
CDMX. That's right.
I thought I was getting ready to
This is the
do my worst DMX
47th
impression.
Triplemania, even though it's actually the 33rd Triplemania.
It's the
And you must be
47th
wondering-
Triplemania.
Triplemania, even
But
though
it's
it's
the
Triplemania
33rd.
33. But the
Well,
weird thing is, and let's make sense of this real quick.
Hold on a second. Are you telling me that a long-standing wrestling promotion has a confusing history of their?
That's right.
not
Because
just
if
their
anything does, it's professional wrestling.
Yeah, not just the title history, but their actual main event history has.
That's right. So
that's a huge discrepancy. Like, that's
it's well. Let
14
me explain. So
Okay, please
Triplemania
explain.
1. It's good. I'll get this over and done with as quick as I can. But it's quite confusing.
Okay.
Triplemania
Yeah.
1 happened April 30th, 1993. Then in 1994, we had Triplemania 2A.
Wait a second.
2B.
Wait. Pause right here. We're talking about 33 of these that have happened in the last, 20 years?
22 years. No, 32 years. 32 years.
Oh, 91. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
No,
thought the
93. 93.
93. Okay, 93. 93 was not 10 years ago. The 90s were not a
No.
decade ago.
And they were not. I wish they
90s
were.
Yeah.
Triplemania 1, 1993. Then we had
Okay.
Triplemania 2A, 2B, and 2C. All happened in April and 2 in May of 1994. Then 1995.
So 2, 3, and 4 happened on one day.
No, 2A happened in April and 2B and C happened in May.
Oh, okay. April and May. Okay.
Then we had Triplemania 3, which was all in June. Triplemania 3
the
A,
same
B, and
year?
C. No, that happened in 1995. This is all each. It's in the 1996 had 3 Triplemanias.
Okay. There's been multiple. There's multiple Triplemanias every year.
That's what. But hold on. So 1996 had 3 Triplemanias. 1997 had 2 Triplemanias.
Okay.
And then every single year had 1 Triplemania until suddenly they decided, where is it? That in 2022 they'd have 3 Triplemanias. So that was Triplemania 30. So I guess they were celebrating the 30th anniversary.
So so every year, so the Roman numeral that accompanies the Triplemania title is based on the amount of years that Triplemania has existed, not the amount of Triplemania events that have existed.
That's right. Because if there's 3 in 1 year, then they'll call it Triplemania A, B, and C.
So they'll call it Triplemania 30. So next year, if they have 2 next year, it would be Triplemania 34A and 34B.
Yeah, but going through the history. Oh wait, that doesn't makes no sense either. All right, hold on.
For this instance where something's different.
We're not done. So every year from 1998 till 2022, they did 1 Triplemania a year, right?
Okay.
And then, oh wait, not including Triplemania in 2001, there was 1 in August, then 1 in December.
Okay.
Then Triplemania in 2022, there was 1 in April, June, and October. Then Triplemania in 2023, there were 3, April, July, and August. And then last year, there were 3 Triplemanias. And that was April, June, and August. And this year, we had Triplemania Regia 3.
Yes. Okay, because
I don't know what that means.
Because when I was looking up, it was very confusing, and this makes sense. Yes, in the chronology of why there's Triplemania 32, then there's Triplemania Regia 3.
Yeah. So Triplemania, that happened on June 15th, 2025, which is when El Hijo del Vikingo defeated Alberto El Patron, or Alberto Del Rio.
Yes,
for the AAA, which we'll get to later, obviously, because that was a big part of the main event. But yeah, Triplemania 33, August 16th, 2025, first ever AAA, technically under the WWE, not under the WWE banner, but under the WWE ownership, I guess you would say.
Right.
And streamed live on YouTube. So yeah.
Attendant? Did you have the attendance record?
Oh, and the attendance is 19,691 people.
Yes, which is, from what I understand, the largest Triplemania event.
I missed
believe, that? I believe they. I mean, you know how WWE loves to tout those things.
Yeah.
I believe they did say that it was the largest attended Triplemania event. So we're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with that. That's what I say that they said.
Sweet.
It's interesting that they list the brands as Raw, SmackDown, and NXT.
Yeah. I guess NXT is a brand, right?
NXT is a brand, yeah, but I guess because Lola Vice is the one.
Oh right, yeah, Lola Vice
NXT.
Was in. Yeah, she was in. She's like one of the only NXT wrestler, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think there was only. Well, let's see. Natalia's from Raw, right? She's currently on Raw.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, she's on Raw currently. Yeah.
And the Garzas are, I think, on SmackDown. So there you go.
Yeah.
And then everybody else. Yeah. All right. So anyway,
how about you give us some on-screen personnel?
How about I list some other on-screen personnel? On the English commentators, the English commentator. I'm never gonna get that. I'm never gonna not do that. On the English commentary, the English commentators, Corey Graves, John Bradshaw Layfield, and Conan. Spanish commentators, Marcelo Rodriguez, Jose Manuel Guillen, and Roberto Figueroa.
Jesus Christ.
Roberto Figueroa.
Carry on. There's more.
Ring announcer Jesus Zuniga.
Zuniga, actually, I think.
Zuniga?
I don't know. There's also like pronunciations on the U and the N. I don't know what they mean.
Yeah, there's accents. There's accents.
The accents. That's the one.
Yeah, I'm not. But that's pretty close, I think. Interviewers by Vero Rodriguez and Chuy Martinez.
Sweet.
I will say I love JBL. I'm just gonna go on record and say I love JBL.
Yeah, I missed him. He's a guy that I
on
forgot
commentary.
that was
He's
ever on
so
commentary. Good. Yeah, and then when he was on commentary, it's like shit. I miss JBL on commentary.
He is so good.
Yeah.
Him and Corey Graves work really well together.
They do actually.
It's kind of funny having just 3 heel commentators.
Yeah, that's true actually. Yeah, I mean, Corey Graves is doing his best to be a face, but not really.
He's basically the he's the neutral. He's like the neutral evil.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna go on record and I don't know I mean it's gonna sound really critical. It's gonna sound bad. It is critical and it's negative, but. Dude,
I know what you're about to say.
Conan is a fucking wet blanket on commentary. Like, dude, I mean, maybe he's good on. Maybe
I just got a feeling
something.
that he's good on Spanish commentary.
He might be, but whatever it is, like, he speaks like an old grandpa with dementia who's not actually paying attention.
You know what really irks me about what he does, right? Is when with wrestling you kind of give in to wrestling, in a sense you give in to suspension of disbelief, right?
Yeah.
And there's a few times in matches where he would question the suspension of disbelief, and like, why didn't he just go for the pinfall? Like, why did he do something extra, like to showboat? It's like,
right? It's weird. It's
because it's professional wrestling. That's why.
But it's so dry, and it's so like
he is so dry.
They were both laying him up. They were setting him up so many times.
And it's so funny how a wet blanket can be so dry.
Oh yeah, right. And it's just like, Conan, what do you blah blah blah? Yeah. Like his answer, his just like, and I don't know. I mean, I know English is his second language, but he's been speaking English for decades. Like it's
literally
not like
30
it's
years,
new.
Yeah.
Like it's not like it's new to him. I understand he's like the most. I understand how he's recognized for all of his accomplishments, way more than I ever realized until I saw the
Hall of Fame
thing
induction
during the event, which was great and all, too. But I listened to him before for the other one when the Worlds Collide, and it's just like, dude. You sound like you're not excited to be here either.
Yeah,
like
I think the issue that they have is, right, they've taken over AAA, and they don't want to take away from what AAA is. And I think if you just have like American commentators, I mean, I don't know though, like, why wouldn't you? In my opinion, what I would do is put Conan on the commentary with the Spanish commentators, and they just have an American English booth and a Spanish booth.
Right. Why
there's
not
anything wrong with
Rey
that.
Mysterio on English commentary, or I don't know. It's just it definitely is noticeable that they do not have
There's even times
connection.
where like Corey Graves is like one of the best commentators they have. Sometimes he's stumped by what Conan says. He's like, he doesn't really know where to go with his answers.
he doesn't leave him with anything, and it certainly has. I'm sure there's things between the language, the style that they're used to, but even just like, he'd say random things like talking about Lola Vice, and he's like, yeah, she's got a lot of sex appeal, and I'm just like, he's not wrong, he's not incorrect, but
what's that got to do with the match now?
But that's not really the way you say that,
Yeah.
To the it's just it's there's a culture rift, there's a language barrier to some degree.
There's a barrier for sure.
There's definitely a barrier, and you're right about that. I know there was a lot. I don't know about a lot, but I know there was. Of course, the IWC wants to have its say and be mad about everything all the time. Lucha Libre wrestling does have a distinctively different feel, and we got a lot of that different feel from this event,
especially in this first Copa Bardal. Copa Bardal is what it's called, right? Their Royal Rumble thing.
Yes, the Copa Bardal.
Yeah.
Which means...
Which we'll get onto right now, which is the first match of the night.
Copa Bardal, by the way, is a... what does it mean? I don't know what Copa Bardal...
I think Copa means cup, and Bardal is a automotive company in Mexico.
Oh.
So it's sponsored by Bardal.
It's a motor oil company. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, it's not even it's actually based in Washington.
Okay, so it's the Bardal Cup. It's the
Bardal Cup. That's right.
Copa. Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so this is the first match. We had a lot of this. I actually had a lot of fun with this match. Any kind of Royal Rumble situation is always fun.
Yeah. So essentially,
even if you don't know the wrestlers, to be honest,
this is essentially the premise is very much similar to the Royal Rumble event, except you can
pin and submission.
You can pin and submit someone. They can be eliminated by pinfall submission or being thrown over the top rope onto the floor. So an additional play on I don't know which came first. I'm pretty sure that the Royal Rumble it's Copa Bardal was let's just see the official rules. It kicks off the major AAA Mania event. So I'm guessing they have many of these.
Well, if you can already work that out, that if Triplemania only goes back to 1993, then the Royal Rumble's definitely older.
Right, that's true. Yeah, it couldn't possibly be older than the Royal Rumble. All right, well there we go.
Yeah. Really cool. I mean, we had some
exciting.
We had some great moments in this match. We had it was cool to see La Parca, the third, by the way.
Yes, this is not. Yeah, I was curious about that. I looked this up. La Parca 3. The link on Wikipedia, by the way, goes to the wrong page. It goes to the Alvarado wrestling family, which has no connection to La Parca. But I did find La Parca's actual page. This is the third La Parca. It's not even the new La Parca, but there is the original La Parca. I guess the longest tenured La Parca passed away in 2020.
Yeah, he did. And it's funny actually because what I did like was in the commentary they just referred to La Parca as if it's been the same La Parca for the last 4 years or something.
The character, but that is a very common thing.
Very Mexican wrestling thing.
Yes, the character of La Parca is played by a wrestler, and it has not been the same. Yeah, it's not been the same person. And that's not that's definitely not. There's there's probably countless examples of those things.
Yeah.
But it was good seeing it. It was definitely good seeing the character of La Parca. Chair. My first experience, or my first witnessing La Parca was actually in WCW.
Yeah, same. I think most people would say that. I think that was the first. That was definitely his first excursion into American wrestling away from Mexico.
Yeah.
Sure, so.
Yeah, and that was I remember being the chairman of WCW, because he would always bring a chair out, and then he would hit people with a chair.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we had some. It was great. I mean, we had Otis in this match, and let's get to the
let's run down the entrance. Yeah.
We had Laredo Kid. We had Jacqueline Wild.
Joaquin Wild.
I always do that every time, but I will say I've always wondered this: why is he part of the LWO when he is from the Philippines?
Right. Yeah. Because because
Yeah.
because of the
Also,
wonderful things he does.
One little random fact about him as well is he is when he was 15 years old, he won a contest to design the first ever logo for Ring of Honor, which they used from 2002 to 2004. The first ever Ring of Honor logo was designed by him when
By
he was
Joaquin
15
Wilde.
years old.
When he was 15.
Yeah, there you go.
That's awesome. Here's another an interesting tidbit about entry number 2, Laredo Kid. He is technically under contract to both TNA and WWE because
look at that.
he's signed to TNA and he's technically under WWE because he's signed to Lucha Libre AAA Worldwide.
Oh, well, look at that.
Yeah. I haven't seen. Yeah. Who knew? Well, Wikipedia knew.
Wikipedia knew.
Shout out to Wikipedia. Support Wikipedia. Yeah. So Walking Wild entered number 3, by the way. We have
Abismo Negro Jr.
Yes, Abismo.
Who I can't remember, if I'm completely honest with you.
And they don't. And Wikipedia doesn't have a. Yeah. He was. Yeah. I wish there was a photo.
I literally have no recollection. Carry on. We had Taurus, who I think was the guy with the weird, like...
Taurus was the giant bull guy, yeah.
Guy, that's right. Aerostar, who we've seen before. He was at the last Triplemania.
Oh, Abismo Negro Jr. was the dude with, like... I think he was the dude with the... he was just kind of like the Big Barrel-looking dude with all in black with...
Right, okay, yeah. I remember now.
Aerostar,
who was at the...
He came out looking like Dr. Doom. He had the Dr. Doom cape on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
With the head mask, or not not the Dr. Doom cape. That was the other guy. This was the guy that looked like the mouth of Sauron. With his face, face,
yeah.
The face mask was like a clear plate, and only his mouth was visible. Yeah, this is. Abismo Negro.
I'll tell you something. The attires for AAA are great. Some of their attires are like that.
My Adriana was she enjoyed AAA more than probably any WWE event that we watched. You know, yeah. So Abismo Negro Jr. Taurus, Aerostar, who looks
he was
like
a Power Ranger / Captain America.
He looks like a Power, or like some kind of Mega Man. I mean, they're all characters. Mecha Wolf was next. Dude,
he was the guy with like the long hair who looked a bit psychotic.
Yeah, that's the guy with the weird that was the guy who had like weird eyes. Cruz del
Toro from obviously.
LWO.
Yeah, Otis making his return, it seems, I guess.
Yeah,
but I did find it weird that he made his return, but then he didn't come out with the Alpha Academy on Raw when they came out. So I didn't understand.
That was also
why
weird.
That was. Yeah.
That was also weird, but also Otis was way over.
Oh yeah,
like all
Otis, right?
all of the WWE. First of all of the WWE stars were super fucking over.
Oh yeah.
So
I mean, these people they see these AAA wrestlers all the time, but they don't see a lot of these WWE wrestlers all the time. They don't go touring in Mexico all that often. So
right, exactly. So for them, this is like a star-studded, a superstar-studded event.
Yeah.
We had Otis. Then next, Pimpinella Escarlata.
Yeah, I've heard of this. I don't know if it's if a he, she, or they situations. I'll just say they.
Yes. Well, I believe Pimpinella is a. Yes, I believe they are. They are male. They are because they are an exotico wrestler.
Right. Yeah.
Which is which is specifically male wrestlers who fight and perform while incorporating feminine aspects into their wrestling personas.
Kind of like Goldust, in a way.
Yes, it's very exactly. It's very, very Goldust. But I would be surprised if Goldust wasn't in some way sort of inspired by Lucha Libre Exoticas. And
I've actually heard of this wrestler because they used to do, not AAA, but there was a small wrestling venue in London called York Hall, and they used to put on Mexican wrestling every so often.
Okay.
And they would like always be on the posters. Every time I saw the posters for them, they were on there. So I've seen this person before, actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
They started
I was surprised.
They started their career. Pimpinella is the character of Pimpinella Escarlates is performed by Mario Gonzalez Lozano.
There we go.
Who also previously wrestled as Pantera Rosa, the Pink Panther.
Ah.
There you go.
And then we had Cybernetico.
Yeah, another just crazy looking. Which that dude's kind of like a big dude. He's not what you would think of when you think of luchadors.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
You know?
But I guess just like WWE, like there's all sorts of sizes in. I mean, we're about to find that out because here comes Micro.
Yeah, there's definitely all sorts of sizes.
3 foot 3 inches of him.
Yeah, holy
wild.
Moly, that was
unreal. Like,
yeah.
And then it only gets better and I was really hoping for this. The moment I saw Micro Man, I was like, please have Omos come out.
That was, it did. And what's crazy is I didn't even think of it. The thought never crossed my mind. And
right.
so when his music hit, I was like, holy shit. I audibly stood up. I visibly stood up, and I audibly shouted.
I mean, it's so funny that for years there's been that memorable kind of recycled image of Rey Mysterio going like toe to toe with the Great Khali.
Yeah.
But now we've got a even more ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause almost is 7'3", and Microman is 3'3". The size difference is just astronaut. He's
literally 4 foot taller, which is insane. Yeah.
The fact that the fact that any human being could be 4 feet taller than another human being is ridiculous.
And the way that Omos just stomped him out immediately, it was just brutal.
He didn't even have to pick his foot up to kick him in the head. He basically
barely did. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. He took a step.
That was so good.
Oh man, I thought when Omos picked him up and was going to toss him out of the ring onto I thought for sure he was going to throw him into the third row. I was hoping that they were going to have plants out there,
I was
in the
like,
crowd to catch him.
There's definitely more they could have done. I mean, it's up to what Microman wanted to do, but
sure.
Omos, there's so much you could do there. I mean, I would love to see Omos like stay in AAA, and imagine him becoming imagine him joining a tag team with Microman.
Yeah,
just be the best.
Just something absolutely ludicrous.
Yeah, I think that'd be great. And then we had Octagon Jr.
Octagon Jr. Yeah, previous who did not defeat Dominic Mysterio for the IC title.
That's right. Yeah.
Back when
Omos
he was only
gets the
facing
win.
Shapes.
Yeah. Omos gets the victory. I mean, it's the first time we've seen Omos in. I can't even remember the last time we saw Omos.
Over a
I'm just
year
looking now. It's 2024. Andre the Giant Memorial Battle. It's been over a year. Yeah.
The Andre the Giant.
And then he went to obviously WWE had a working relationship. Oh, bless you, with Pro Wrestling Noah, and that's where he formed a team called Team 2000X, a group, a faction, and he won the tag team championships.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah. So that's what he's been doing most of last year.
I am 100% fine with Omos being one of these. He's a spectacle character. Like, I know people. I know the people online say the things that they say because they're the people. They're the bots and twats online. They're not. They don't. The IWC aren't. At this point, I would believe that the IWC online is about 85% bots at this point. There's certainly only about 15% of brain functioning going on with most of them online. But like people, they complain about Omos and like, well, what are they doing? They're not doing anything. I was like, what are you really gonna like? Let's be honest here. What are you really gonna do with Omos? You can't put him in a regular program with just like, you can't have him on every week just fighting a regular person, because you're either gonna have him squash whoever he's facing, which then just or he's gonna lose constantly.
I think it was a lot more, but like we had the Big Show back in the day, but I think when he was facing people like Austin and Triple H and whatnot, it was a little more believable because they were more like brawlers, and there's not many people of their size that are brawlers these days. It doesn't feel realistic if I don't believe Seth Rollins defeating him. It doesn't. It
wouldn't look exactly if you put Big Show in his prime against the current crop of stars. Like, it's of course it's always been the underdog thing with him, but it's more. But like, you're right, it's more so the style of WWE just doesn't allow for giants like that to be regular. You can't have a guy like him.
Amazing you're saying that, because like 20, 30 years ago, it was a giant's world to be in the WWE, and now there's no space for a giant.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Well,
that's crazy.
Seeing the difference, certainly the difference in difference in the generation. But anyway, point is, Omos gets his first Copa Bardal win.
That's right.
To the somewhat groans of some people online saying, "Oh, of course a WWE guy." Like, man, of course Omos would win. Like, come on.
Like, who else? Like, if you want believability, then who else was gonna win?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well,
like possibly Otis, but that's about it. Like, he's just the biggest guy in the match. Like, and it makes it like finally, because honestly, like half the time the larger guy in the match always gets eliminated by someone tiny. So
right.
And honestly, if the only person that could have eliminated Omos and should have been Microman. They would have made it work somehow.
They could have. I'm sure they could have figured it out. It would,
Yeah.
But I love that match overall. It was just, it was
a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and that's what.
Yeah,
and
the longest match of the night as well.
Yeah, 26 minutes.
Seconds.
Yeah, 26 minutes, 30 seconds.
It went way longer than I thought, but I guess it is half a Royal Rumble, so it makes sense.
Yeah, pretty much. All right.
Next up, we have. Oh God, give me a chance. El Hijo de how do you pronounce that?
El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr.
I could have done that bit. Yeah, thanks.
Yes,
versus who?
El Messias.
Okay, cool.
El Messias with
Dorian Roldan.
Yes.
Anyway, for singles match of the AAA Latin American Championship, which I'm going to guess is their equivalent of like United States or Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's their mid card. Yeah, which I thought was what I thought was interesting. If you saw the title itself, the championship itself, it has like the shape of essentially Latin America and South America on the title belt, on the main plate of the title, which looks very much like the NXT North American Championship, except doesn't have the entirety of North America. It's got
Right, yeah.
but
I guess in a way this is the South American Championship.
it sort of is, but now, yeah, because I guess Latin America is considered. I always thought, and I might be incorrect. I always thought Latin America, quote unquote, was like the way the UK is, kind of the way the UK is Ireland, part of Ireland, and Scotland and Wales and shit. Like Latin America kind of combined parts of. I thought Mexico was part of Latin America, even though Mexico is in quote unquote North America. I don't know. Anyway.
Well, I was looking real quick.
Well, let's look. Yeah. What?
I thought this championship was going to have a really long history. It only came about in 2011.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was the first ever match for that was Dr. Wagner Jr., this guy's father, versus Rob Van Dam to become the inaugural champion in 2011.
Interesting. Also,
Yeah.
of quick note, my information, what I thought was Latin America was incorrect. But it is Latin America is
All of South America.
It's all of South America except for two regions in like the north, which is also very odd.
Man, I have a fly in this room and it's pissing me off. Sorry, carry on.
That's okay. Latin America. Okay, Latin Americas are a pan-ethnicity consisting of people of different ethnic and national backgrounds. As a result, many Latin Americans do not take their nationality as an ethnicity, but identify themselves with a combination of their nationality, ethnicity, and their ancestral origins. In addition to the indigenous population, Latin Americans include people with Old World ancestors who arrived since 1492. Latin America has been the largest diasporas of Spaniards, Portuguese, Africans, Italians, Lebanese, and Japanese in the world. The region also has large German, second largest after the United States, French, and Palestinian.
I love where this podcast has gone.
Well, it's just it's just one of those weird things that you get into. Okay, well, I need to see what these, because I don't know my geography. So
the countries in Latin America, I'm way ahead of you. The countries in Latin America are Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Costa Rica, Cuba, Dominican Republic, Ecuador, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Mexico, Nicaragua, Panama, Paraguay, Peru, Puerto Rico, Uruguay, and Venezuela.
Okay, so I've got the South America map. So the two countries within South America who are not part of Latin America are Guyana and Suriname. Guyana and Suriname. The two.
I've never even heard of that second place.
Right? I know.
Yeah.
They're above Brazil. They're above Brazil and they're east of Venezuela.
Right.
So yeah, they're some of the smallest in South America, and you never really hear of them. Like, we hear of Venezuela, we hear of Colombia, we hear of Peru and Bolivia and Chile and Argentina. Brazil is the largest, of course. And I mean, yeah, I've heard of Paraguay and Uruguay.
Yeah.
But I really
love you say Paraguay and Uruguay, and I say Paraguay and Uruguay.
You do.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. We've learned a little bit. We've learned a little bit about Latin America. The two white guys from the northern hemisphere.
Yeah, who know nothing.
Who know that we clearly know nothing. Unless it's about
nothing.
Professional wrestling, we don't know it. We really don't know it.
But professional wrestling is teaching us about the world.
Actually, I mean, look at what professional wrestling has just taught us about Latin America. El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. defeated El Mesias in 10 minutes and 18 seconds to become the new AAA Latin America champion.
Yeah, this was, not saying it was bad, but this was definitely my least favorite match of the night. I didn't, maybe because I didn't know anyone in it, I guess, maybe, but even still, I can still appreciate a good match when I see it, even if I don't know anyone in the match, but it didn't provide like a lot of the other ones did, in my opinion. I'm not saying it was terrible. It was
it was the shortest match of the night.
Yeah, it was.
I remember this match being the least memorable of the matches. If I'm looking
back at it now, I remember the two dads or the two managers or the guy over the barrier getting involved.
Yeah. Like El Macias. If I remember correctly, El Macias won this championship from El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr.'s father, El Hijo de Dr. Wagner. So this was a generational, this was a family rivalry of sorts.
Right. Okay.
That's why his dad got involved at the end there.
Yeah.
AAA, I believe. Yeah, if I look, yes, Dr. Wagner Jr. was the first. Yeah, he defeated Rob Van Dam. L.A. Park was the second champion. L.A. Park was the original La Parka.
Yeah. That whole thing with La Parka is so confusing.
That's a whole other,
I've looked in. That's a whole other kettle of fish because I've gotten into that before and I've gotten so confused because the lineage of La Parka or LA Park or whatever you want to call it, it gets so confusing.
Dude,
just scroll through the Wikipedia page. It's huge.
We could do an entire episode just on the history of
La Parka. I'd have to do some research on that one.
Yeah. So
next up,
So just as a caveat to that, like to that other match, I think this one more than anything, just because we weren't familiar with the any of those characters or the long backstory, and I think that it's just one of those things that shows that it got me interested in the story, but I didn't know enough about them going into it to be. No,
you're right. I think it's like when I don't know, you've probably had it in the past where someone you don't know sits with you and watches wrestling, and it's like how important something is, but to them it's like I don't care. Like I don't know anything about this.
Yeah, exactly.
Why would I care? Yeah. It's like showing someone like Cody Rhodes win the world championship without any context. It's like a cool moment, but without the context, you're like, cool, that guy just won a match.
Right. Yeah.
So,
but I'm also glad that this was the this was the only match of the night that didn't feature that didn't have a WWE wrestler.
That's right.
In it.
Yeah.
So it was the only AAA only match.
And like they are still like they did AAA Regia or whatever 3 the like in June, and that involved, as far as I know, that involved no WWE guys. So they're not involved in every event. They're just involved. But hell, actually, that event had Moose versus El Messias versus Joe Hendry versus El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. So for the X Division Championship.
Oh wait, no, Los Garza's.
Oh, actually, Los Garza. I just saw that too, and the Nemeth brothers. Yeah,
which is crazy.
So that was like that event had WWE, TNA, and AAA.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
Isn't that is fucking wild that Nick
That's
and
where
Ryan
we are
Nemeth,
professional wrestling.
Yeah, the fact that we've got a TNA tag team, WWE tag teams, and AAA tag teams in a 4-way tag.
If
match.
I'm honest with you, like you got to look around. Like WWE are working with all of these. They're working with Pro Wrestling Noah. They're working with GCW.
Yeah.
They're working with all these companies. I feel the only one that they're not working with is AEW.
Well, of course
and
not.
they're kind of
excluding
themselves.
Well, because WWE is working with all of these other companies that are clearly a tier below them. In the sense, like when we're looking at the AEW has positioned itself that it believes that they believe that they are on par on they're basically positioned themselves as the tier 1 next to WWE. We're on the same tier,
like 1B.
Yes, 1A, 1B. When they're probably not, when they're really not, they're somewhere in between.
Whether that's actually a fact or not, that's
but
the
way AEW, the way AEW owns Ring of Honor, and works with, I guess, I don't even know. I haven't been up on enough of what they've been doing to even know who they're dealing with these days at all. Other than the fact that they just allow people from other promotions to come in, like. The way they set up the basic premise of their contracts is just different. But yeah, of course WWE is not gonna. WWE has no reason to or no need to work with AEW or anyone who is currently signed to AEW because they're still trying to. AEW as a company is still trying to take away WWE fans. That's their they're trying to take people away from WWE to them. They're not trying to just be that's the way I look at it. But also I don't see WWE doesn't need to, because they just don't need to. It's actually better because they just don't need to. WWE is doing more because they are helping these other people, regardless of what IWC bots and twats want to say. The amount, like everything about this event shows why the WWE owning them has been beneficial. Like they didn't. Yes, they gave a little extra They gave a little extra of the WWE flair to this event than a normal Triplemania, but for good reason, because you got more money behind you, so you can upgrade. You can upgrade the things a little bit. Everybody enjoyed it. There's nothing wrong with this partnership. There's nothing wrong with the TNA WWE partnership. It's been benefiting everyone.
The TNA partnership has been amazing.
Has
honestly.
been massive.
And we are so early in this AAA relationship.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to tell where that's going to go. But there's another Worlds Collide event later this year, which is cool. I think it's September. So that'd be fun.
So
the Worlds Collide event last time was great.
All right, so Judgment. All right, we got to.
Judgment Day.
Let's
Judgment Day. Finn Balor, JD Madonna, and Raquel Rodriguez with Roxanne Perez against Mr. Iguana, Nito Hamburguesa, and Lola Vice.
That
a bit of a thrown together match. Not much history going into this one, I don't think.
I don't know how those three got together.
Put together,
but,
no idea.
But it doesn't matter because it was entertaining.
It was entertaining, and Mr. Iguana was on Raw as well, which is really cool.
Mr. Iguana is so fucking. Of course they're gonna milk that. They're gonna milk that cash cow for right now. He is so freaking over. And good for it. Like, I'm glad that some of these guys and women are getting bigger exposure and for what they do. Like, he's got a character who's beloved by their fans just for he's just Mr. Iguana. There's nothing to it. Like, it's so silly.
There isn't, and he doesn't even need to talk. Like, if he's an iguana, he doesn't need to say a damn thing. He just needs to be an iguana.
His manner, like the fact that he's just so into the character,
He is, and you know what's great about him when he's in tag matches and he's at the side of the hanging onto the tag rope. He does the tongue thing. He does the lizard tongue.
Oh yeah, he's
it's
in
great.
character all match. It's what I love about Lucha Libre that I've learned and about these guys is that is what I love when you've got a gimmick and your gimmick is I'm an iguana. I'm a man who's an iguana.
You live that gimmick.
You just go 100% in, because if you don't go 100% in, 125% in on that, then you're just a guy in a green and black jumpsuit with face paint and a stuffed iguana on your head. Like, you're not Mr. Iguana. You're just
pretty much.
But that
speaking of stuffed animals, we saw a Finn Balor. I don't know what they called it, right?
Demonito.
Demonito.
It's Demonito.
That was so good. And then it ripped Mr. Iguana out off of. Well, no.
He ripped him off of
what's
sand.
the iguana called?
It's his iguana is wait, hold on. It's on the La Yesca.
Yeah, La Yesca. That's it, yeah.
La Yesca.
So he bites La Yesca off of Mr. Iguana's hand.
Which we have confirmed from Corey Graves. That La Yesca under the international, there was, what does he say? The international laws of Lucha Libre wrestling. There's some law that basically La Yesca. The reason why Mr. Iguana can like hit you with La Yesca because La Yesca is a physical extension of Mr. Iguana. It's an extension of his identity. So it's essentially like La Yesca is the same as basically your hand or your ear, or it's a part of his body.
Well, do you want to know something I just found out, which is hilarious? La Yesca in Mexico and Puerto Rico is a slang term for marijuana.
I did hear that.
I literally just found that out.
I did see that, and it was interesting that they let
he's green.
Yeah,
and he's green.
They let it. They just
see what he did there.
They let it slide. Yeah, I think they let it slide just because who cares at this point?
Yeah,
yeah, who cares? But yeah, I mean, of course they'd love an iguana man with marijuana references. Like, it's just fucking hilarious. Dude, this was just, everything about this match was amazing. Again, this is how you do mixed matches. Luchadors and Lucha Libre know how to do mixed tag matches.
Yeah, if there's any luchas, no, yeah, and again, they have a mixed tag. They have a mixed tag championship as well,
right?
In AAA.
Yeah.
So it's a big thing in Mexico, and obviously I know in normal AAA the men and women wrestle each other as well.
There is a lot of
So I do wonder.
Have a lot of that.
I do wonder if maybe we'll get to see that in AAA. That would be quite cool. Like with a female wrestler from the WWE or the male. I don't know. Maybe we could see Raquel Rodriguez versus Mr. Iguana or something at some point. That would be cool.
It would not surprise me if we got. I think if we could figure out a way to make it work, having Rhea Ripley in a mixed match, in a mixed tag match, in AAA, like if reunite the Terror Twins and get Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest versus,
and I don't know who the AAA mixed tag champions are, but whoever they are.
But just imagine that it could be someone that Rhea Ripley could also manhandle,
right?
But yeah, the bringing out not a single person, no single person alive was expecting a demon Finn Balor puppet.
No.
And
and Corey Graves shouted it out like he knew what it was. Like he'd seen it before.
It was JBL. It was JBL.
It was JBL. You're right.
Demonito. Graves. It's like, and I was like, wow, JBL really has a lot of knowledge on never before existing luchador puppets.
Hand puppets.
Yeah, hand puppets. I'm like, that was just. I don't know if he made that up on the fly or whether they agreed to call him Demonito. I hope JBL. I hope it turns out that JBL just made that up on the fly.
I'd like if that is the case, then give that man a job again. Because
also,
he should definitely, in my opinion, he should be calling AAA.
Yeah,
from now
JBL
on,
is
with Graves.
super fucking over in Triple Two.
Yeah.
Like he's really over.
Yeah, well, he before WWE's acquisition of them, he was working with AAA.
Yeah,
as a manager.
Yeah,
he was doing the whole trench coat, cowboy hat situation.
Right, because he was constantly involved, and he was getting involved in. He was clotheslining Matt Cardona everywhere too.
That's right.
He was just He was just showing up wherever Matt. I don't even remember if that led to anything, but like he.
I loved it though.
Yeah, I love the fact that he just kept showing up and clotheslining Matt Cardona. Oh man. Anyway, God, man. 11 minutes and 51 seconds. Judgment Day defeats.
Fun match. Yeah.
It defeats Mr. Iguana, Nino Hamburguesa. Hamburguesa.
Yeah.
And
Lola Vice.
And Lola Vice. Yes. Here, okay.
Pagano and go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just saying this would have been my favorite match of the night if it weren't for the main event and the
right. Yeah, same. This match was fun. I got one gripe with this match, and we'll get to it. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
All right.
But yeah, Pagano and Psycho Clown versus Los Garza, Berto and Angel for the AAA World Tag Team Championships.
Yes.
Really good match. Loads of really fun spots.
I love that.
Pagano and Psycho Clown are like so fun, and I love Psycho Clown's mask when he rips it off,
Holy shit,
like the face off.
The fact that
how cool is that?
That's Corey Graves' reaction. I've never seen that before. I don't know how. I mean, I've seen Psycho Clown before in the Worlds Collide, and he didn't do that then.
Yeah.
So I was completely shocked. I don't know how often he's done that, but it seems
no idea. But it's such a good idea. The fact that no one's. It's such a good idea.
Yeah, everything about that, and the fact apparently. So also, there's an entire like clown army in AAA.
Yeah,
there's like
they're the Psycho Circus, right?
Yeah. There's.
I think they're called. Yeah.
Also, and interesting enough, Psycho Clown he's signed the current Psycho Clown. His real name is not a matter of public record. He is one of the luchadors who his actual identity is completely unknown.
Amazing. I think that's I clicked on one of the guys earlier and I saw that too. So that's great. I mean, that's a big thing in Mexico that is that your identity is kept.
Yes,
you're no one knows who you are.
Yeah, when you have an actual mask on, you don't know. They don't know. I love that too.
Yeah.
The fact that they can still get away with that in 2025. Obviously, like Psycho Clown doesn't, from what I've seen, he doesn't have any like visible tattoos where you could be like, oh shit, that's the tattoo. Those are all the tattoos that Psycho Clown has. This guy must be Psycho Clown.
Yeah, exactly. So there's obviously some wrestlers.
But if you're gonna,
I mean, I know that before Rey Mysterio was unmasked in WCW, I know that was kind of the case with him. No one knew who Rey Mysterio was.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously WCW ruined that.
Yeah, fuck. You know what? And yeah, fuck Vince Russo. Fuck Vince Russo. Fuck the other guy. You know, whatever.
The other guy.
Whatever
to WCW.
Yeah.
But yeah, this match was great. The only thing that was I thought was like hilarious. Now I don't need to see real barbed wire. I don't care for it.
Right.
But the barbed wire they used at the end to wrap around Berto looked like Christmas lights.
Yes.
It looked like a roll of wire.
And they've done this. They did this before. WWE did this last time with I forget whether it was in NXT or it was some event where they had barbed wire something wrapped in barbed wire, and it was clearly that is clearly plastic. You know.
Yeah. There's got to be. There's like, if they're gonna make a prop like that, there's got to be something better. They can do. They could actually use metal wire and have the spiky bits just not spike. I don't know. You could
just dull them down. Yeah. Like I agree with you. I do agree with you on that, because for the live crowd, for the live audience, it's probably not. It probably looks a lot better. But on TV, on television, that's a little it's weird. But I'm with you. Like that's over the line for me. All the other ridiculous shit, like, yes, I can believe a man is an iguana with and all this weird stuff. But yeah, when the props become fake, then it's like, well, what's the point of the prop anyway? Like
right.
What's the point of it? Just don't do that. Just hit him with a baseball bat. The baseball bat doesn't need to be wrapped in barbed wire. You can just be a baseball bat.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the visual of something wrapped in barbed wire has become so synonymous with certain aspects of like street fight matches or extreme rule matches or things like that. And I wish we could come up with, in this era, a new staple of like something, because I mean, come on, man. Like, I don't know. I'm with. I 100% agree with you. I 100% agree with you. I think this will be a great reel to get the IWC mad too. But
yeah, for
the
sure.
only great. Yeah, but I'm 100% with you. I think if you're gonna use barbed wire, it's got to actually look like it's metal. It can't look like it's plastic or rubber.
It looked. Like I say, it looked like Christmas lights. That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, it looked. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but besides that, really good match. There was
amazing.
Really good spots in this match, and it was just a lot of fun. And Pagano and Psycho Clown getting the win.
Yeah.
Which brings the titles back to
Psycho Clown just ripped his own face off.
Yeah. But yeah, it was really cool though, like seeing Los Garza come out on SmackDown a few weeks ago with the AAA Tag Team Championships.
Yeah,
like, that was really cool.
That was it.
I really liked that.
Yeah. Los Garzas can come out with the AAA Tag Championships around their waist, but fuck it, you can't even have your own people come out with the fucking Speed title on Raw.
I know.
I will admit that Sol Ruca has been coming out on NXT with the Women's Speed Championship, but like, dude, I still have not seen a single Speed match, because the only place you can watch them is on X, and I'm just not going to. I'm
not signing up to that app.
I don't have an X account, and I'm not signing up for it. Yeah,
it's just not happening.
Sorry.
So that can exist where it does, and we'll carry on with Flamer versus Fabi Apache and Natalia for the
and that wasn't
AAA
it wasn't
Reina
even Natalia.
de Arenas championship.
It wasn't even Natalia. It was Natty.
Now, why the fuck? Explain me this.
Okay.
So this character that she's formed here.
Yes, Natty.
She had the same character. Yeah, she had the same character at Bloodsport.
Yes, at GCW.
And GCW Bloodsport, and it's great. It's so good. This is exactly where her career and her character needs to go.
Yes.
And I can only hope that her recent involvement in stuff on WWE with the oh my god, what's the freaking team? The Alpha Academy and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope, because Becky Lynch attacked her last week, I can only hope that it leads to her changing her character into this, because it's suits her down to a T. I think this is where her character needs to go.
I 100% agree. And one of the few things that I agree with when I see the IWC talk, well, it's not the IWC talking, it's real people. It's actual real people. Because the IWC are the ones that are like, drop her. We give us Natty right now. Natty should beat. Should have beat Becky Lynch for the IC title. It's like, dude, you got it. Like there was one dude on Threads who was like, this guy gets it. He's like, yeah, man, they're building up everyone else's want for this character. I think this is going to be Natty's her last big run in WWE is going to be as the Natty badass character for sure.
Yeah.
Because people want it, and because WWE knows that they can market it as well. But the thing is, they don't own that. They don't currently own that character. They don't have like Natalya. Not whatever it is, her persona with all the things that she does is still like a copyright. You know, it's WWE own that persona. That's why she doesn't.
But hey, still. You can still call her Natalya and have her have that character. There's no problem with that. Like,
but I think that she needs the right program for it, and I think it would be a good send for her to have a good run as that character, as that, you know, that persona of her, that version of her.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. This match was great for, you know, it was great for what it was. Me as someone not familiar with the other two competitors, I didn't really have a stake in the game here. Like,
but one thing will say about this match, I did notice that I didn't understand, unless I missed something, that the referee was like. He was like fixing the match. Do you remember this? He was like counting quick for Flamer. He was doing fast counts.
I didn't. You know what? I didn't.
And then when like Fabi Apache went for a call, he was like
really
was pretending his arm was hurt, so he couldn't like make the count and stuff.
You know what? I didn't pick up on that as much as you did, because I know I was not at 100% engaged in this match.
Right.
So I did miss a little bit of it. I don't
know if I missed something. It must be a storyline. It must be a story that
we just aren't familiar with.
Yeah, but I missed, because normally when, like, you know, either JBL or Corey Graves would have definitely explained that, because they know there'll be a lot of new people watching. So maybe I just missed it. But I mean, if it's a story, then cool. Like, that's a cool story. I think that's something quite interesting. But because I didn't catch it, I was just so confused as to why it was happening. But yeah, it was. Besides that, it was a good match. It was a good match, and it was so good to see this different character, you know, for Natalya.
Okay, here we go. All right, well let's here we go. Yeah, the referee El Hijo del Tirantes, it was accused of fast count that aided Flamer in retaining her title at Triplemania 33. According to the reports, Fabi Apache had Natalya in a Michinoku driver, but became complacent while celebrating, allowing Flamer to execute a crucifix pin and secure the win with a fast count. Yeah. So he's the referee. So this might lead to this is definitely part of the storyline.
Yeah, it's something to do with story. It's like a paid referee from Flamer or something. Yeah.
Well, I mean, hey man, dirty referees are. It's been a while since we've had any type of
long time
a dirty referee angle.
Well, actually, it was great because Corey Graves did name drop. He was like, oh, that was a pretty fast count there. He must have picked up some tips from Nick Patrick. Obviously, Nick Patrick was the bent referee in WCW.
Yes,
so.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, that's a real good pick. Yeah. There you go. 10 minutes, 45 seconds. Flamer retains her Reina de Reinas, which is the Queen of Queens championship.
Sweet.
Due to the referee's fast count. Yeah.
That's right. And then main event. El Hijo del Vikingo versus Dominic Mysterio versus Dragon Lee versus El Grande Americano. Really fun match.
Yeah.
Like, what it just go, 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 go. And the ending with like everyone getting involved.
Holy
LWO,
shit.
the Judgment Day.
Everybody
Jesus
is so
Christ.
over. Dominic Mysterio is so fucking over.
He's so over.
Everybody was ready for him to win. The crowd was ready for him to win. And so also what I didn't realize is El Hijo de Vikingo is kind of a heel.
He's not.
He's
So
not.
here's the situation.
He's not a heel.
This is the situation.
Or is it just that
he is portrayed as a face in the company? He only got signed quite recently, right? He's portrayed as a face.
Okay.
And he was in a rivalry with Alberto Del Rio.
Oh, okay. That makes him a face by default.
For quite some time, right?
Okay.
So he was, and Alberto Del Rio was the heel. Now, in June, he faced Alberto Del Rio for the Mega Championship and won. He won the championship. When that and after that happened, I think that Del Rio's been released from the company, right? Now, this is the crazy world we live in. Obviously, you living in the United States, me living in the United Kingdom, we know everything that Alberto Del Rio has done and been accused of, and we boo him in life and as a character. For some reason, the Mexican and Latin American crowd absolutely adore Alberto Del Rio, and that's why Vikingo is getting booed, is because he beat Del Rio.
Oh, okay.
So Mexicans seem to be able to look past abusive women, I guess.
Well,
but
and again, we try to stay away from as much of the stuff that we don't really that isn't about wrestling. And I don't honestly, I don't even remember which things were just accusations or which things were actually like. But you're right, man. I mean, this is another thing that you deal with when you're dealing with different cultures and different countries, and
right.
And at the end of the day, different people are going to. You get into a situation where it's like, how are you gonna police the way an entire country chooses to portray, or the level at which they're willing to forgive someone who, in their eyes, he may have made reparations that we don't understand, that we don't know about to the community, or like you said, maybe they just don't care that much about those accusations or those things, that it's not.
I mean, I think if you want to do your research into it a little bit, go for it. I'm not going to talk about it.
Yeah.
All I would say is like any charges that were made have been dropped, and the last thing that happened seemed to have been about 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, so, when it gets into these things, because there's so many, it's just such a messy thing.
It's so nuanced
that you can't.
The thing is, I think
at the end of the day, when of course we are against men assaulting women. That's of course, obviously.
Yeah.
But none of us were there. So none of us know exactly everything about everything, so we can only go on what has
I also think as well, as you say, it's definitely a cultural thing.
And who you're going to believe.
It's definitely a cultural thing in the sense that I think with the Western world, or say the Western world, as in like, United States, UK, I think when it comes to things like this, it's definitely, someone could be accused of something and it could later come out that they were completely innocent. But
I think
they will forever be chastised for the thing they were accused
just because
for,
they were
and
accused
that'll be
of
the
it.
end of their career.
And
that's right. But I think in other cultures, if someone is not proven guilty, then they are fine to just say, "Well, then you weren't proven guilty." But you still like
honestly, I think there is definitely a line. There's definitely somewhere in that, between those two positions, that is probably the right. Like, yeah, I'll be honest. Like, we've seen it. We've seen people's careers get completely destroyed by accusations that later came out to be false. We've seen people.
A perfect example of that was Enzo Amore.
Enzo Amore is
exactly what happened to him.
He also shot himself in the foot because of the way that it was handled. But But again,
Yeah.
it is very difficult when these types of things come up. And man, if you're a dude working in society, you just have to be, keep yourself away from even being able to be accused. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
back to the match in general.
Yeah, hold on. Give me 1 minute. Adriana's leaving for a second.
Okay, cool, man.
Just
No
give me
worries.
one minute.
No worries.
Take
You're good.
Sorry, man.
okay, bye. Ride safely, please.
Thank you.
Call me. Let me know when you get. Let me know where you get to where you're getting.
Yes, I will. Okay, love you.
Okay, love you. All right. Okay, they're going. Her and her dad are going on a motorcycle trip up to Woodstock this weekend.
Cool. Yeah, I was gonna wonder. I figured it was a motorcycle situation,
Yeah.
knowing her dad rides as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that explains why Vikingo was getting some booze, because I was like, I don't.
Right, exactly.
I'm not understanding why. I thought he was a face. He is technically a face.
Yeah, and he is technically a face. I think it's just a case of like the booing is less for him, more for the decision to.
Yeah, but I 100% understand why they would want to take the title off of him, and kind of let. Did they let him go? Is he?
That's what I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find out right now. Actually,
I mean, they might just be quietly letting him ride out a contract. I understand why they would keep him off TV for a while, especially in the America But as we,
yeah, it doesn't. I don't know. It's not actually quite clear whether he's still with the company or not. If you're WWE though, you're stuck in a very tricky position because you've got this guy who's quite polarizing.
Yeah.
He's huge in Mexico. He's huge. They love him in Mexico.
Yeah, they do.
He's the kind of guy that you can't really give. You can't make him face or heel because if you put him on TV in front of say for example that the next Worlds collides in Vegas, I think, and you have him in front of an American crowd, he'll get booed out the building. Yeah. But then you have him in the next show and he's in front of a Mexican crowd and he'll get cheered.
Which it's almost like when Bret Hart was a heel, that heel run that they had in WWE where he would go to Canada and just get cheered.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is. No, it's for all of the reasons why it's complicated. So the best for the
it is. It's a very delicate, complicated.
So
situation,
the best so what's best for business is don't have the complicated, polarizing guy be your top guy. Put it on someone else.
It's not a good look.
Who's better? Going to be better for the camera. Yeah,
that's right. But anyway, the match itself was great. It was a lot of fun. It went all over the place.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, man.
I don't know who these other El Grande Americano people
they are not,
but
they're not El Grande Americanos. They can't be El Grande Americanos. They're if anything, they're like.
Well, I think what I'm actually starting to realize is I think that is obviously we know one is Pete Dunne. I'm thinking the other one has to be Tyler Bate.
Maybe, but they're definitely not El Grande Americano 2 and 3 because, like I said before, the mask is different. He doesn't have an.
No, they're different, but I think that is Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. They're a tag team, and these guys look more like similar to each other than they do a Grande Americano.
Yeah.
But what I'm thinking is that this could easily turn into. I mean, Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate, and Ludwig Kaiser are all incredible like mat wrestlers. So I could definitely see the start of a really cool faction here.
I love
after they drop the mask.
And I just love, but I also love the fact that we've got a German and two British guys in
portraying themselves as Mexican wrestlers. In an American promotion.
That's just wild. But yeah, man, we had all the shenanigans. We had everybody involved. Poor Dragon Lee has nobody on his side. I mean, technically the LWO.
Yeah, the LWO.
The LWO. But like,
in fact, the only person that had no one was in fact, Vikingo had it worse because he had the fans were against him and he had no one to help him.
Really?
Yet he still won.
Yeah, yet he still won. I mean, he did get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he got a mixed reaction.
Oh, I guess AJ Styles was actually kind of helped.
Yeah, technically AJ Styles is the only one that came to El Hilo del Vikingo's aid.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was. I'm gonna go watch that match again after this. That was good.
Yeah, it was a great match, and it's only 15 minutes as well. It felt way longer than that.
Well, there's a lot of entrances.
That's true. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
you're right.
And they were, and I mean, and talk about the entrances. I mean, shit, man. I mean, like going back to the very beginning, talk about La Parca's entrance alone. Like some of these. I also noticed they have this is a AAA thing, and they have the ring announcer talks a lot during their entrances.
He talks a lot, yeah.
Like
yeah.
I don't know what
right.
they're. I don't know if they're just giving it out every single stat that they have. I don't know what they're.
I think it's a big thing in Mexico to have a lot of like nicknames.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like the 9th wonder of the world, the largest. They'll just go through a bunch of nicknames and then they'll say the person's name. I think that's
I feel like that's what they're doing is they're listing off all of their names, all of their accomplishments, like 3-time AAA champion, blah 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 blah. From the growing up, he went to South Elementary School for 4 years. Like
he had tacos for lunch.
Yeah, it's just like it's literally like their entire lives. Like they're just reading
biography.
They're reading their Wikipedia page in full.
Yeah.
Oh
man.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, this was an amazing, and hey, 6 matches for an event that was a long event too. That event.
It was a longer event. I think it was like 3 hours. 45
yeah, that felt like
in the end.
that was an old school pay-per-view length.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I mean, I know it started.
They've
right, yeah, because it went from like 9 to midnight, like. Because it was it was 3 hours ahead. It was a
long event.
West Coast time. Yeah.
Yeah, actually no. It started. It must have been 3 hours because I think it started at 11 p.m. our time, and it finished at like 2:45 or something like that. So I think it was 3 hours, 3.5, 3:45. But yeah, I mean, I didn't know when they made this acquisition. I was like, okay, so they're definitely going to be. I'll end up watching some AAA at some point. And now we're 2 events in, and I'm like, shit, I'm going to continue to watch these.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a weekly AAA show. I probably won't keep up with that. I'll be honest with you. But
for now,
I'll definitely be keeping watching these.
Yeah, for now,
sure.
I am definitely in on whatever the next AAA pay-per-view is, PLA, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. And as I said, it looks like they're still doing a lot of AAA shows and big shows that aren't, they're aired maybe in Mexico, but they're not aired around the world, but the ones where the WWE are involved, they're airing on YouTube.
Right.
So
yeah, because there was,
and it seems like I think going forward, it looks like ESPN might end up airing AAA in general. So we'll see about that. So
yeah, because they have their next.
But what do you give this event?
What do I give?
Out of 20.
What do I give this? What do I give Triplemania 33 out of 20?
Yep.
I'm gonna give it a 16. I'm gonna give it a 16.
16.
But
I think that's a fair score.
And this ranking is based off of it's partially due to my lack of knowledge of some of these other wrestlers. If I knew, it would probably be higher for me if I knew more about more of these guys.
Right.
But overall, I think that's still a strong. I think that's a pretty strong. Pretty strong there. It's still a +3. To all.
I think I definitely agree with you because the Worlds Collide that we didn't do a review of, but we watched before. I think generally that pay-per-view the main event with Chad Gable was incredible.
Oh
One
my
of the
God,
better matches I've seen this year. The Fatal 4-Way for the NXT North American Championship was amazing. Like the 6-man tag was amazing. Like every match on that show was incredible.
Yeah.
So
you know what? You know what we didn't? You know what we didn't check? I know this is completely off tangent, and for the pod, this doesn't make much sense because people don't know about this. But do these count? Do these AAA matches count for our
They do not.
They
no.
do not. Okay. All right. All right.
But I don't think. So Finn Balor, JD McDonough, I guess were the only two people that would have scored any points for us.
Right.
But no, they don't count. I've been thinking about it. We'll talk to Dan and maybe we'll add those points in post. But
yeah,
it's just like I don't know. I don't know. I really can't make up my mind. Maybe we'll take a vote on it.
Because it's not normal. Because it's not normal roster. Because we're basing it off of the normal roster with their normal amount of airtime. And so their normal
storyline stuff, like Saturday Night's main event will still count. But this is like a side mission. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's not.
Yeah. I would say if there's a chance, it might get a little tricky when we deal with championships. But
the only issue is if a AAA championship is defended or won on Raw, SmackDown, or pay-per-view or something.
Sure.
That's when it comes tricky. But we'll have to speak to Dan.
Yeah,
on that
we'll make it. We'll judge it based on whether or not it actually happens. It may be a moot point.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So
what about you?
We'll make our minds up.
So what do you give it? What do you give the?
I'm giving it the same. I'm giving it a 16. And again, it's not like that's still a good score. I know we've scored a lot of things a lot higher than that before, but I think that the last event, Worlds Collide was like stellar. I would have probably given that maybe an 18 or a 19 if we were reviewing that properly, but. So that's why, this has got to be less because it wasn't as good, but it doesn't mean it was bad. It was still a great event.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go.
And that's it.
There you go. That is AAA's Triplemania 33. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
If you've watched it and you're listening to this podcast, tell us what you thought.
Or don't.
Yeah.
How about some shout-outs?
You don't have to do that. All right. How about some shout-outs? Shout out to Wikipedia. Support Wikipedia. That is where we get the majority of our information. Shout out to Al at 2K and Kaylee at 2K UK. WWE 2K25 available now at wwe.2k.com. You can subscribe to us for free at Patreon. Patreon.com/PunksTalkWrestling, or interact on social media with us on Instagram and Threads at PunksTalkWrestling or YouTube.com/PunksTalkWrestling. You can also email us at PunksTalkWrestling@gmail.com. Next week's episode, I don't know. If we may not have a next week's episode because I'll be in the studio. If we can get another one put together before Monday,
we'll try. But generally the next episode will be about, I have no idea.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
We will. So just stay tuned. That's all I got.
Is that what you got?
That's all I got.
There's only one thing for it then.
Yeah? What's that?
It's going to be hard. It's hard for me to say.
It
this.
is.
I'm sorry to let you know.
Well, sometimes, things happen.
But,
Nobody's perfect.
Bye. Bye.
There
Goodbye.
it is.
Or in the famous words of Seth Rollins that one time, bye-bye, bitch.
Bienvenidos a Punks Talk Wrestling. En este episodio nos dirigimos al capital de México y México y descubrimos que países forman parte de Latinoamérica mientras hablamos de todos los sucesos en el AAA Worldwide. Nope, can't do it. Nope. Nope.
That was incredible.
Oh, wait.
I did not expect that.
Hold on, let me
in a million years.